Today we're doing the a Bluebird. We start out with an oval for the head. Try to put in some shapes for the body. Trying to do a very quick outline. Do the framework for the bird. Adding in the beaks, the eyes, placement for the eye, the back, and just a real quick shape of the bird. A couple of places where the legs are going to be, tail feathers, and the wing. This gives me a little bit more to work with. I get to come back and do some of the detail afterwards, and you'll notice I start with the detail, a little bit with the head, work some of the tail feathers. So we take that, and when we come down, we'll probably do some of the wing now. And darken in some of the areas. Start looking for the darks, the lights. Try to give the sketch some depth. May come in and work with some of the eye. The eyes are very important. In just about any sketch that you do, you'll notice that the way the light refracts and reflects through the eye. Sometimes I work from top to bottom. Sometimes I'll start in the middle. This one's a little easier if I start at the top. So I started working with the head down. Then after I get some of the head worked in, I'll just start working just about anywhere in the sketch. Work a little bit with the head there, come down, and then I'll find my way down to the wing. Try to work in the direction of the feathers as much as I can. That's not always the case of how I do things, but with this bird it seems to work better. Usually look for areas that are dark. There's a thing called negative space. I look for negative spaces. Negative spaces where there's nothing but white. And then, of course, I've got to add legs to this poor little creature. There's no fun walking around without legs. Some hop, some walk, some waddle. I'm not exactly sure what the Bluebird does. I don't know if it hops. Some birds will run. And I got to give it a little stick to stand on there. Sort of picked this bird because it's looking off to the side. It's not your normal, easy to draw sketch. I always like a little challenge in my sketches. And what I do, I just keep working. I keep adding graphite down until I get the darks the way I want them. It's a gradual process, the way I do it anyway. It's kind of the same way you do a painting. You work certain areas you may want to change, modify. I'll take a burnishing type tool, rolled up paper, and smooth out some of my line. It's real good for shadow. It's real good to soften your art pretty good. Now I'll come back and do a little more sketching. This is a Prismacolor pencil. I use these in my class. This one's an ebony, Prismacolor ebony. It's a 14420, jet black, extra smooth, it says. It's a very soft lead. I would say it's probably like a B6 to 8, somewhere in that area. Very soft. Found out if you use a harder pencil like an HB to start your sketch, you'll end up polishing your paper, and the other graphite doesn't stick as well. After I use the burnishing tool, I'll come back and I'll do some more sketching. Bring in some darks. Then I'll go with my eraser. It's a kneaded eraser. Sort of take and pull off some of the graphite that maybe got where it shouldn't be. Or maybe I just want to lighten up an area. What I like about the kneaded eraser, you can shape it. You can pull off. You can rub it off like you would a regular eraser. Very handy piece of tool. Very, very handy eraser. And I'm sort of working a little more detail, working with the eyes. Since this is a short video, I have to hurry. It's one of those cases where haste does not make waste. Was that Scrooge McDuck said that? No. Now, if I was working this out for a painting, I probably wouldn't put this much detail into the sketch part of it. Sometimes I may do a sketch before I do the painting, but this is a little overworked for a painting. But you do want your shapes, the size, and everything down pretty good so that you can come back and finish it up and yeah. Sometimes I'll talk to myself while I'm doing this. You gotta have fun when you're doing sketching. If you don't have a little fun, you're wasting your time. That's the way I look at it. And when you're done, you gotta sign it. Add a little atmosphere to it. And hey, I'm done. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one, I guess. Or I'm not done. We're still erasing.
There we go.
Oh dear.
Let's call the bird.